You are watching Kit Kabinet, and this is the inbox review of the Revell Type 27 B Seehund submarine in 1/72 scale. So first of all, I want to thank all my subscribers for passing the 500 mark. Thanks a lot, I really appreciate this, and well, let's move on to the 1000 mark. And to celebrate this, so I thought I'd do a review of this kit, which is the Seehund mini submarine. Get it? Like 500 subs. Yeah, let's have a look inside. Okay, the model consists of just this one sprue. This is normally one sprue. I cut it apart already. These parts here, these side bulges, are like outside of the sprue, which isn't the handiest place because they break off very quickly and possibly damaging the part itself. So I cut the sprue apart, but it's normally one sprue. And let's have a closer look. Yeah, it's basically just a hull and some torpedoes. We have here the stand, and everything looks nice and clean and neat. Just a little bit of flash here and there. And here's the other half. And there's this one thing. This is actually a model from ICM of Ukraine. You can see the little brand here. And they offer actually two boxings with the late type, the early type, and the difference is the rudder part here. This one has a round tunnel like rudder here and a straight rudder, a square one here. And the Revell kit offers you to make the late model, but the parts for the early model are included. So if you want to decide to build an early style sub, it's still possible with these parts. There's another important thing, and that's this cupola here. This dome is actually supposed to be transparent, and as you can see, it's just solid plastic here. Now what you could do is cut this part off and mount it on a piece, maybe a piece of sprue, that it will stand straight, and then get a piece of acetate plastic, just heat it with a lighter or something and just pull it over this dome, and then you'll have a transparent copy. So that's like a very easy way. You could also try and vacform it. I'll put a link in the description of my vacform video, but this way you can add some extra realism and not having to just paint this dome silver colored and pretend it's transparent. The decal sheet, yeah, it's tiny, it's just a couple of numbers and that's about it. Not very much to it, but the decals themselves look okay. The instruction sheet, a little bit of history in German, a little bit of history in English. Yeah, the usual warnings and etc. Like, warning, scale modeling can cause intense nerdiness. Yeah, like we didn't know that. Your color callouts here. Your sprue map, and you can see that these parts here are blacked out, and those are the parts for the early version. It starts with the construction of the square rudder here, and here are these side bulges, those loose parts that are outside of the sprue. That's these things here. Yeah, and actually the assembly is really easy. It's just slap the whole together and some extra parts, your conning tower, your base, and it's not a very difficult kit. Of course you have your torpedo assembly here. Now there were many more mini submarines used by the Kriegsmarine, like the Molch, the Hecht, the Biber. But there were also some manned torpedoes like the Neger and the Marder. And actually you can use these torpedoes for just that. Then you would need to make a small cockpit onto one of the torpedoes and then sling the other torpedo underneath, and then you have like an extra mini sub. But then of course this Seehund would be without torpedoes, so I'm still wondering how to tackle that one. Just an idea. The paint schemes. You have a choice between a dark grey one and a medium grey one. There are a couple of photos where they have a bit of camouflage attempts, but they are very rudimentary, and a lot of modelers choose to liven up the model a bit with some nice snazzy camo work, which you can, like, of course, weather with rust and dirt and algae and whatnot. So yes, here we have a really nice cute little kit. It looks like a very easy and very nice little kit, nicely detailed and everything. And the only thing that's actually withholding me from quickly building it and painting it is that I'm still wondering what to do with those torpedoes. Am I going to make a manned torpedo out of them or not? Or maybe I should make a copy of them or something. I don't know. But I can hardly wait to build this thing.